Hello again, and welcome to the second video for your ACE class. In the first video, I talked about the library's spaces and resources and services. And in the second video, I'm going to talk about the research process in general and how the library can help with that. So let's go ahead and get started. So now that you know a little bit more about the library, you might be asking yourself, why would I ever need to use the library when I can just use Google and get all the information that I need? And to answer that question, I'm going to give you a definition and then an illustration. So first, I want to get on the same page about what research is. According to the Oxford Dictionary, research is the systematic investigation into and study of materials and sources in order to establish facts and reach new conclusions. Now, am I against using Google as a way to investigate and establish facts? No, of course not. I might use Google to, for instance, find the address of McPherson College, or maybe to check the final score of a recent White Sox game. So Google is really good at answering those sorts of specific questions. However, when it comes to questions that are maybe a little bit more interesting, like why is McPherson College at 1600 East Euclid, or how did the 1919 Chicago White Sox scandal affect owner-player relations, those sorts of how and why questions are much more interesting to answer, but they really require more thorough research than just a quick, simple Google search. But let's try not to get too far into the weeds here. So let's just wrap up with an illustration about food, right? Like that's more exciting. So let's say that you're researching an interesting question, maybe for a class or maybe just because it piques your interest. In order to succeed, you'll need to pull together research that other people have done on your topic. And I like to think about this process as if you're making a sandwich. So let's first start with saying that these are the ingredients that you choose for your sandwich. Now, maybe all of them have their own place, except for maybe that liver cheese. That sounds pretty gross to me, at least. That's up for debate. But they're all relatively low quality ingredients. And then if you put them together, they would absolutely not taste good, right? So just like it would be impossible to create a truly amazing sandwich with these set of ingredients, it's also impossible to pull together truly great research when you're using a collection of moderately related and relatively low quality sources. So let's compare that strange sandwich combination that we just talked about with this delicious looking sandwich. So I know which of the two I would personally choose. The sandwich on the right looks like all the ingredients are of high quality and are thoughtfully put together. So let's say that I was trying to make this sandwich, and perhaps I'd start with trying to find some good Swiss cheese. So first, I would start where I always start where I'm searching for something new, Amazon, right? So when I do a search on Amazon, I do find a product that looks like it might be a decent Swiss cheese. This is an image actually from Amazon, but I also find a lot of options to buy maybe some different pre-sliced Swiss cheese. Maybe that's not the best quality out there, but it would certainly work for my sandwich. But then I also get some really strange results. There are Swiss cheese crackers. Those would not be very good, probably on my sandwich. There are Swiss cheese greeting cards. There's Swiss cheese door stoppers, and also what they call like a Swiss cheese plant. Um, so these search results are pretty random, right? And while the first two options seem promising, the overall result list is not great. So let's compare this set of results with what you would find if you went to a really nice grocery store. There you would be able to find an entire section devoted to cheese, as well as helpful staff that would help you choose which cheese might be right for your sandwich. In my illustration, I'd be relieved that I wouldn't have to be bothered by greeting cards or door stoppers, but then instead I could look at a collection of high quality options and choose what works best for me. So I hope that my illustration is clear. Just like a Google search, the Amazon results took a while to sift through, and they just didn't have super high quality options. And like the library, the nice grocery store has high quality options and also professionals that are there to help. So I know that it's a really cheesy illustration, but I hope it encourages you to break away from always just relying on Google and to instead make full use of the library resources available to you here. So let's talk about some final key takeaways for searching smarter. First is just to be really mindful about where you search. Choose where you search based on your information needs. And remember that high quality sources really do make a difference. Next, make sure that you evaluate your information. So consider the currency, the relevancy, authority, accuracy, and purpose when determining if the information you get adequately answers your questions. Third, of course, visit the library. Use our website that I showed you to search our entire collection, as well as those specialty, like online resources and databases. And then finally, please, 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 please ask a librarian. We are always here to help you connect with the resources that you need to succeed in your search strategies. You can schedule an appointment with us, or always feel free to swing by either in person or again by texting us, emailing, or chatting us. So these are the resources that I used. So just like to give credit there. And that is it. Thank you for your attention today. Best of luck with the rest of your semester, and I'll look forward to seeing you around in the library. Thank you so much.